absolutely, whatever you think of James Corden, right? There is no way he knowingly ripped off my joke and thought he'd get away with it. Not.
Make it good, because this movie. What? Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, I did. He asked if I stole those jokes.
Irritated you so much about Steve doing it then?
Because he made it. He's there. He's on national TV. You paid. You did your thing. You try to either you f***ing with me or you disrespecting me or you know. I don't understand that. You taking food out of my money, you taking whatever. You know what I mean?
I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
food out your mouth.
That's plagiarism.
Def Comedy Jam 25. It's good to see so many funny people together in one room, all wondering the same thing. Is Cat Williams gonna show up? Shit, I'm nervous as hell right now.
The comedy culture is built on a long process of stealing, borrowing inspiration. Who am I kidding? Every big league comedian is accused of stealing jokes, even the legendary Robin Williams. So if you think you got away, well, the internet don't forget. And neither does Louis C.K. Louis has gone on record trashing Dennis Leary for ripping him off.
Leary, when I mentioned Adam's name. Yeah. Blew me off.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Water?
Yeah.
Fuck him.
This your water?
Fucking Leary.
Is this your water?
Fucking talentless cunt. Hate him.
Wow, you're not a big Dennis Leary fan?
Wait, what's this about? We can make a headline today.
Never mind. I might want to be in rest
To him in public. Stole a bit from me years ago.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, that's all.
That's a biggie, though, Louis. What
Yeah.
bit? Because I used to listen to the early Dennis Leary stuff, and I thought he was a genius. And now I have to think you're the genius.
Well,
What bit was it?
oh, jeez.
Was it off his first album?
I don't know. I never heard his album. But
Please. Of course you have.
Couldn't be
I
bothered.
haven't.
Fucking Jimmy.
And who can forget Louis dragging Dane Cook across the mud?
People. The one thing that, really just gets to me is the whole thing about people saying that I stole the joke about the itchy asshole, because I get an itchy asshole a lot. So for you to think that you're the only person who got an itchy asshole in America, I mean, that's bullshit, You should try a natural laundry detergent. What?
Even if these two have reconciled, it seems like Dane will have to answer for his crimes for the rest of his life.
Well, when you live on the internet, nothing is ever over. It's kind of the bathroom wall of our lives. Everything is, and by the way, everybody's, gonna, at one point or another, a picture that you posted is gonna come back to haunt you. So it's not just people in the public eye that are gonna be, the target of that. For that particular moment, I would say that was like a high water, low moment in terms of that was like my first backlash, ever. Was that happening. And I knew it was going to happen. I remember telling my family about it. I remember telling a couple of years earlier, I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know where it's going to come from. I said, but the pendulum swings both ways. I'm about to get my ass whipped in the spanking machine big time.
And the man was already prepared. I don't know about the jokes, but you know what is funny? The man who keeps attacking every comedian?
Yeah, that dude's just a piece of shit. Really? Yeah, he's not a nice. Maybe he's changed. I don't know, but he's not nice to young comics.
Got caught with his hand in the jar too. Isn't that rich?
Ian Tig Notaro speaking out, responding to a clown sketch that aired on SNL with host Louis C.K. The two skits similar. An individual looking for some cheering up orders a clown to their home.
Am I early?
No.
And no one else is showing up.
Mm-mm.
Do you want to, so should we wait for everyone else to show up, or?
No, it's just me. Whenever you're ready.
Here's how Tig Notaro herself responded to the matter.
It's been impossible for me to ignore the cacophony of voices reaching out personally and publicly about the potential plagiarizing of Clown Service, a film that I screened at Largo in Los Angeles for over a year, and it premiered at Vulture's Comedy Festival in New York City, as well as numerous film festivals around the country, and I'm currently screening on my national tour.
Well, all comedians somehow end up borrowing, right?
So I go up and I watch, and he does 3 of my jokes, my setups with his punchline. not as good. But still, it works. And I'm like, that was really funny, Louis. Thank you.
Right.
I see him 6 months later at the Aspen Comedy Festival, and he's doing the jokes.
Anthony did say Louis asked for permission to copy, but he doesn't sound too happy about it going on for 6 months. But one of pop culture's favorite joke stealers comes from Australia, who ripped off other comedians' routines and tried to pass them off as his own. That too during his audition for Australia's Got Talent. Mates, meet Jordan Paris.
I only have 3 requirements when it comes to girls. Ready?
I've only got 3 requirements when it comes to girls.
If I came on like that, I'll tell you something. A funny thing happened to me on the way here tonight. I think you know this one.
A funny thing happened to me on the way here tonight, guys. Come on, I think you know this one.
1, are you a girl?
Are you a girl?
Have you always been a girl?
Have you always been a girl?
And if not, can you keep a secret?
Can you keep a secret?
And believe that. So then it should be cut and dry. The guy should not move on as a comedian. If he wants to move on in the competition, he better become a good singer or tap dancer or something because he's not a comedian.
Jordan got blasted all over Aussie media, but there's a twist in this story. He returned to the stage of Australia's Got Talent once more, that too on the semi-finals.
2-year-old Gold Coast comedian got into some hot water recently when it was revealed he'd borrowed another comedian's material for his entire audition. Now, it sent the media into an absolute frenzy, going as far as calling him a fraud. Now, this takes some guts to come back, and all Jordan Paris has to do is come up with 70 seconds of his own material to prove everybody wrong. Now, this is intense.
Sounds easy enough, right? It's just 70 seconds. Yeah, about that.
That the joke was on me. That this joke was on me. Oh yeah, baby. And if I don't see that the joke was on me. Yeah, 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 yeah. Thank you very much, guys. I really appreciate it. Cheers. I had fun.
And I have to say, it was really uncomfortable to watch, and I just think that the whole mess just got the better of you.
Make it happen. You're definitely made to do this, but just the writing needs a lot more work.
Yeah, cheers. Thanks, Danny.
Carl.
Brother.
Brother.
My God. I would say scrap everything that everyone has said and stick to ripping off other people's stuff because your stuff sucks ass. It is not good.
I have to say, he's got a talent for one thing, the audacity, which is something the next so-called comic shares big time.
Comedian Amy Schumer isn't laughing this morning over those accusations that she stole jokes. Now, the Trainwreck star is strongly denying the charges in ABC's David.
Do you think that all jokes in some way are a copy of something that someone said before?
No.
You don't?
I don't. No, I don't.
What do you think about this current thing that they said that you've taken from other people's jokes?
I would never take anyone's joke.
See, Amy doesn't just steal a joke. She copies the entire f***ing set. I won't even call that bad. The bigger crime is that she somehow makes a good routine so much worse. How?
I'm being accused of stealing jokes, and I wanted to come and talk to you about it and clear my name because I would never ever do that, and I never have.
No woman who ends her day with like a clean pair of underpants that look like they've ever even come from a store. Okay? They look like little bags that have fallen face down in like a tub of cream cheese and then like commando crawled their way out.
Once take off a pair of underwear and have it not look like I blew my nose in it. Now, so you find a pair of underwear on the floor and you're like, how do I know if I wore it? Please, you know. Okay, can you just put it on, please?
Amy, you make me feel like an animal. My way.
Oh my God.
No.
This anyone's bit? Like, I have to come up with so much material. And my
I'd like to just talk about myself now. I'm very well read, and
So I know what you guys are thinking this part of the night. You're like, Amy, wow, you're really well read.
You were saying, Amy? Anyways, the sheer hypocrisy aside, at least a comedic icon admitted to stealing and even paid hush money. Not even joking about that one, guys. Hear it straight from Damon Wayans, spilling the beans on Robin Williams, apparently the king of thieves.
No, you know, Robin Williams was a notorious thief. I ain't lying. His manager used to walk around with a checkbook. And Robin would come off stage and comedian would say, hey, he just took my name to write him a check, $75.
Damn.
Because he knew Robin was all stream of conscious. And he would steal material. He was known. Comedians would go, I'm not going on because Robin's here.
Right.
You know, but it happens.
If you think Damon is just spreading rumors, here's Robin admitting it during a 2010 interview with Mark Maron.
And it's something I hear all the time, and I think it's demeaning, this whole stealing issue.
I think in the old days, it was, if you hang out in comedy clubs, when I was doing almost 24/7, you hear things, and then if you're improvising, you all of a sudden you repeat it going, oh shit.
Right, that's the way your brain works.
My brain was working that way. And now I literally had to go through a period where I'm not going to hang out anymore. I can't, because I don't want to get into that thing. And I was also like the bank of comedy, went, oh shit, here you go, here's money, I'm sorry. I didn't know that, oh shit, I'm sorry.
Is that how you dealt with it?
I just paid shitloads of cash, and was just like, here you go, I'm sorry. And then after a while, I went, I bought that line already, I'm sorry. And then they have to pay again. I went, oh, fuck, I'm sorry.
So just guys who would come up to you and say...
you know, I do that. And I went, but so does everybody.
It's not just the comedy clubs. The late-night suits are hungry, too. Even talk show hosts come under fire for copying materials for their jokes, like what happened to Conan O'Brien.
That have streets named after Bruce Jenner are trying to change the streets' names to Caitlyn Jenner. Yeah, and if you live on Bruce Jenner cul-de-sac, it will now be called a no-sac. Yeah, of course, the monument's blaming the shrinkage on the cold weather. As the Super Bowl MVP, they gave him a truck. He wants to give it to the guy who won the Super Bowl for the Patriots. I think it's very nice, yeah. I think that's nice. I do. Yeah, so Brady's giving his truck to Seahawks coach Pete Carroll.
The day before, Robert Alex Caseberg tweeted this joke. The same thing happened.
It also infamously happened with James Corden, who, out of all people, stole from Ricky Gervais.
It's the town square. It's the town square. That's what it's on. But it isn't. Because if someone puts up a poster in a town square that says guitar lessons available, like you don't get people in the town go, I don't want to play the guitar. I want to play the piano, you piece of
There's a number here. All right, call that, right? Are you giving me guitar lessons? Yeah. I don't fucking want any.
Of course, Ricky wasn't going to let it slide that easy. He dropped a casual tweet that burned the hair out of James's nostrils.
Whatever you think of James Corden, right? There is no way he knowingly ripped off my joke and thought he'd get away with it.
When you first became aware of that, how did you first become aware that he had just told a joke that was verbatim?
Someone just tweeted it and added me in, and I did a little sarcastic thing. Great joke, right? But then he started getting grief, and I cancelled it. I deleted it because I started feeling sorry for him.
So James had to publicly admit his blunder. Even Dave Chappelle has thoughts on inspiration, but because he's Dave, he handles the theft so smoothly, you don't even realize the bridge is burning until he's already walked across it.
I'd never been to the Oscars. You've seen the movies I make. I knew I was gonna get in some trouble because when I was walking in the red carpet, the black press came after me. Excuse me, brother. When you hear somebody call you brother too much, something terrible's about to happen. Excuse me, brother. And then I looked back and the motherfucker had a tuxedo with the kente cloth tie. I said, uh-oh. He said, me, I'm with the Daily Bongo. I said, Daily Bongo? What the f***? Who the f*** reads this? He said, listen, brother, you understand that this year, this is a boycott for the Oscars. So I'm just wondering what made you, of all people, cross the picket line and be here tonight. I said, boycott? I haven't been working in 10 years. I've been on strike. Y'all niggas didn't stop working. I had to watch Key and Peele do my show every night.
But see, every comedian is getting his or her material from somewhere. It would never be original, especially if you all run in the same circles. Patton Oswalt accepts that too. According to him, apparently there are two kinds of comics that borrow.
When I was starting off, I was still an open micer in DC, and I was terrible
I said, if you want to make sure that you can sit alone on the bus when you're in your seat and someone says, hey, is this seat taken? And you go, oh, no, no one's sitting there except the Lord. And then they'll leave you alone. Now, that's a Carol Leifer joke. It's a great joke. And I came off, and my friend Blaine Capatch said, hey, dude, and he wasn't even being mean. He was like, that's a Carol Leifer joke, dude. I don't think you realize you did it. And I was like, and then I realized, oh my God, I'd seen her do it on, one of these 9,000 stand-up shows that were on TV at the time. But it's a difference between the people that every now and then you accidentally throw a line out there and go, oh, geez, that's not mine. Or the people that they throw a line out there and it gets laughed and they go, meh, fine, let it pass. I'm getting money.
And some would go far and beyond to ensure somebody else is not making money off of them. Theon Vaughn is one of these people going after Little Wiki.
Yeah, maybe shame.
Lil Dicky steals your shit?
That show steals so many of my jokes, man. It's crazy.
Like the show, Dave?
Actually?
Yeah. Damn.
That's
what's one joke that you've seen that you're like, that's mine?
Too many.
All right, fair enough.
Wait, that's a Little Dicky show?
Yep, Dave.
He's stealing your jokes.
I don't know I don't know what's going on, but they got a lot of barred content up in that bitch. I'll say that.
Huh.
But that's all right.
So you hate him?
I don't know him, but I know I don't borrow his shit.
Socially? Like, how does it?
Yeah, anywhere you'd wear a normal shirt. Hunting.
I hope you don't have any woodpeckers in your neighborhood. I don't mean that, like, molestually.
Yo, this is hard.
Dude, they had a kid in our town. One time, this guy made his son a wooden shirt. Did I tell you that?
A wooden shirt?
Yeah, he made his son a shirt out of plywood for Christmas.
What?
Yeah.
He wanted the kid to wear it?
Oh, yeah, he did. And I remember I was...
Wait a minute. Is it a stiff shirt, or did he make it like little itty-bitty tiny pieces of plywood and weave it all together?
Oh, no, it was pretty stiff.
But if Theo Vaughn lit a match, his bigger, bolder, and better podcast bro burned the whole stage down. Yep, I'm finally talking about the most infamous takedown in stand-up comedy, live on stage.
No, man. If someone steals a riff from a song, that shit's in the news constantly. Yeah. Motherfuckers steal shit and make it on HBO. They steal shit, they put it on television. What are you saying? Listen, I know you He's saying that you're acting like a little bitch. No, you're not saying that. Yes. They're agreeing with me, motherfucker. They're not agreeing with you. They don't even know what the fuck I do. They don't even know what the fuck I do. Let me tell you what I think. I think that every time you open your mouth and you talk about me, I think that you're secretly in love with me because you can't shut the fuck about me. That's what I personally fucking think.
And ladies and gentlemen, this was the exact moment when Carlos's entire career was ruined.
You not cheering? This is cheers to someone grateful and shit. Those are cheers. They saw you perform and they like you. And you know what? That's great. Here's the deal. You are a good performer. You do very well with other people's shit. I do well with my shit. My shit. It's been my shit. And by the way, no, I've never stolen George Lopez didn't grab you by your fucking neck and slam you up against the laugh back to the wall for ripping off his shit in your HBO special? He did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. But you wasn't for ripping his shit. Fucking liar, bro. That's not why. You didn't do it. You know what? George Lopez said me. Give me a hug. What's up? You want me to tell you what George Lopez did? You threw you against the wall and he shot you the fuck up. I'll tell you what George Lopez did since you want to hear it. White people. Let me tell you. That's bullshit. That's bullshit.
That's the thing. Carlos had been stealing from everyone, and Joe brought receipts.
So, I'll just talk about myself. What has he ever stolen from you? I used to do this bit about how I was so small that my dad would have to get on my shoulders to get on a ride at Disneyland. Right. Then he did a bit, literally, but I can't do it. But where is this going? Who cares? What the fuck? It's reality. Anyway, it's good to see you. Don't be a fucking person. This is the reason why comedians get away with stealing. Because comedians like you are afraid of confrontation.
I opened for you and did that joke. In the rooms you performed it.
I was doing that joke before.
No, you weren't.
Yes, bro.
And here's the infamous George Lopez one.
That's one thing our kids don't have. They don't have history, man. They don't remember getting up and changing the TV. Fucking kids sitting in the house. What about us? Hey, put on channel 5.
Carlos, come here. What do you want? Change the channel. You like to riff your material and then come to points in time your material where you don't have anything about the subject, so you take other people's shit. You know what? Over and over again. I don't want to attack. That's not true. You're a great performer who takes people's shit.
That's Ned Holmes. Oh, I know Ned Holmes. Yeah, he's really good.
Funny thing is, years later, Bobby Lee finally grew the balls to confront Mencia about it on his podcast.
So how are you feeling now with all the controversy that happened a decade ago? I mean, what's going on now?
14 years ago now.
14 years ago, yeah.
See, dude, back in those days, well, first of all, you know what, dude? Everything, it hit me when I watched that episode of the Comedy Store.
Yeah, the Showtime thing.
Yeah, it hit me because
you texted me.
I realized, like, my absence from the internet in all those years allowed a narrative to be created that will never change. You personally have seen me write 20 minutes of new shit on stage in one show.
I have seen that, but I have also seen some of your act, you know what I mean, a little too close to things that have already been established, like the Bill Cosby bit.
Yeah, I'd never seen that one. So
I know. My point though is that it's so similar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That why not just outwardly say I apologize, and then we could just move on from it rather than you constantly defending.
But it's not that I'm defending. See, again, it's not that I'm defending. Who do I apologize to?
So, here's my final question to you, just to stir up more controversy. Do you think the George Lopez one was actually stealing, or was it just Carlos talking about a universal experience? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's settle this once and for all. Peace out.